Hey YouTube, how you guys all doing? Hope you guys had a good Christmas. And this video is pretty much on the Otterbox armor case, which I received courtesy of Otterbox.com. They were nice enough to send me an armor case for review. This is for the iPod Touch 2nd generation, and I'm going to give you my views on it. In terms of weight, it is a really heavy case. It's quite big. This is not a fashion symbol. You wouldn't expect to have one of these every day in your pocket, or you're not going to have this to impress other people, other girls, women, or whatever it is. This is a case purely for sports. If you do quite a lot of sports, like I do, if you go mountain climbing, if you do cycling, if you do hill walking, whatever it is, it's pretty much for protection. If you drop that, you know your iPod Touch is going to be safe. It's not for going out, taking these out to parties or your friend's house or your mate's house. That's not what it's for. So it's pretty much just for protection. It is waterproof, dirt proof, and it's pretty much, it's called the armor case, so it is really pretty much what it says. The only sport this is not recommended for is scuba diving. Apparently there's a lot of pressure that, as in, I've never done scuba diving, but apparently it's not suitable for this because the pressure apparently can go through, and it can, obviously the water and stuff can go through whatever it is, and it can damage your iPod Touch. So over here we have the home button on the iPod Touch. This is a very thin film. That's even bending. Again, they had to make that so you can use this. So when your iPod Touch is in here, you can still use the functions like, applications or whatever it is you want to use. At the back we have got a belt clip. So if you want to clip it onto your jeans or your trousers or whatever it is you're wearing, feel free to do so. We have an Otterbox engraved thing on the actual plastic. The only thing we don't have, which I'm not too sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, is the volume buttons on the iPod Touch like you've got here. You haven't really got spaces for the volume button, which is understandable because if you're doing swimming, and not that you're going to be watching or playing with the iPod Touch when you're swimming, but I suppose it makes sense why they didn't include it, so you've got to do it manually from the system. Inside we have got a rubber lining, which is this here. It goes all the way around, and the reason for that is because your iPod Touch doesn't get scratched or damaged when if you drop that, your iPod Touch is going to be safe because it's sitting on rubber. This is plastic here, and you've also got an audio jack that's there. So when you put your iPod Touch in, your iPod goes in down the way, and then you've got an option for putting your headphones in from this side. So let's go ahead and put it in. There it is, sitting very nicely. Closing this up, and just when you hear that sound, you know it's closed. So well, let's put it on. Now this is a very responsive. I've had a few days to play about with it. It's really responsive. Let's put a trailer on. Let's see what trailer we can put on. A movie that I've not seen. I'll put this one on. I've seen this movie. If you haven't seen The Transporter 3, then you've got to see it. It's a really good film. Can't believe you haven't watched this film. It's a really good film. Let's put the trailer on, if it's going to go on at all. Movie details. Trailer. Yep, there we go. That is a trailer loading up. So you might be wondering why on earth am I playing a trailer? Starbucks mug. And just to show you, we do have water in here. Yeah. This is going to go in. This is a £200 kit about to go into water, and I'm not too keen on doing it. I'm really not keen on doing it. But anyways, let's put it in. While the trailer's still playing, and I'm just going to make sure, just do a final check and see if it's all closed up. Seems to be okay. Let's go ahead. I really don't want to put it in, but let's go for it. As you can see, the water's going on the actual table, which is understandable. The trailer is still playing. The water is right up to the home button here, and it's gone back to the main screen because the trailer has now finished. Now let's take it back out and see if it's done any damage to it really. Water is still soaking off this thing. Let's see if it's still usable. Yep, it's still fine, working fine. Back onto my home screen. Let's try a different application, Zippo. If you haven't got this, it's pretty cool. Yep, the lighter's coming up fine. Everything's working fine. The iPod Touch is safe. The water hasn't done any damage to it, thanks to the Otterbox. Obviously, needless to say, if I was to put the iPod Touch directly into the mug, yeah, it would have gone bust straight away, no questions asked. Just to show you guys, let's see if we can play another game. Turkey Hunt. And the reason why I'm doing it is just to show you the iPod Touch is working fine, despite me putting in a mug. There we go. It is really responsive. The screen is really cool. I didn't think it would work that fine. The responsiveness of the actual screen from the Otterbox is similar to what it is on the actual iPod Touch. Obviously it is a slight difference, but it's not as much. So I'm going to go ahead and do test number 2 for you, which is throwing it outside on the floor. So let's go outside. So I'm actually out here in my back garden, as you can see. This is solid. Yeah, so I'm going to drop this off from roughly about this height here and see if it makes any difference. Yeah. That noise wasn't too great. Seems fine. That's still the water from the last test that I done in the water. Doesn't seem to have any scratches on it. Let's see if, more importantly, let's see if the iPod Touch is working. Yep, it's working fine. Let's put a game on. Start game. And hey, I missed. Got 5 pins. Now you're probably saying, well, that wasn't much of a height, so let's jump it up in the air and then throw it. Okay. That probably wasn't too smart of an idea because it's just smacked off or broken the clip. I'm not too sure if it's broke or not. Let's see what actually happened and if it can go back on or not. Let's put this back on. Yep, it was just a case of this coming off, but it's gone back on, it's fine. No damage to the iPod Touch at all. So guys, I hope you liked the review on this. This is a giveaway case. If you want to get this, all you have to do is down at the bottom put in giveaway in a small comment, or just put giveaway in, and I'll be choosing one random person. Just one random person I'll be choosing for this case, and you're going to get this case. Doesn't matter where you are, United States, United Kingdom, anywhere. And by the 5th of January I will announce a winner for the case, and you will be getting this. Hope you like the review. Feel free to comment, rate and subscribe if you like my videos. Thanks very much. See you.